Many of Jesus' disciples come from the Sea of Galilee area. But Bartholomew didn't. So I just wanted to allow you to get a little feel for the lake here. Today we remember Bartholomew. And he got to know the Sea of Galilee. Obviously he was from Cana in Galilee. So behind Mount Arbel you have Wadi Hammam that goes off in the direction of Nazareth. And if you go to Nazareth from here, you go drive through Cana. It's a good half an hour from here, more or less, driving. And there you have Cana. And Bartholomew didn't appreciate Nazareth. The people of Cana didn't have a good idea of Nazareth. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? It's interesting, he meets Jesus with a certain negativity. Well, he trusts his friend Philip. But when Jesus meets Bartholomew, he meets him with positivity. And he says, this is an honest man. No duplicity. No say one thing and do a different thing, or say one thing and think a different thing. Or a program out to cheat and to deprive people of theirs. Maybe Bartholomew received that negative attitude about Nazareth. Maybe it was kind of the way people in Cana looked at people from Nazareth. It happens in a lot of villages, very human. People look down on others. These are these surfing boards. Maybe we also inherit negativity in our attitudes towards peoples. And they can be heavily shaped by political interest. Political alignments. War does a lot of damage to appreciation of others if they need to be demonized in order to have war, in order to assault them, to attack them, to be aggressive. How do we heal that inherited approach to people, inherited, received, because it's in the air we breathe, the culture in which we move. It could be in the literature, stereotypes. And this guy became a very important dude. He's one of the 12 apostles. And because of his stereotype thinking, he could have dismissed Jesus and actually not followed. What would have stopped that? I'm just getting a stone out of my sandal. A little pebble. It's amazing how a little thing like that can be so uncomfortable. It's easier to get the pebble out than to get stereotype thinking out of our minds. That really takes a lot of doing to get stereotype thinking out of our minds, to uproot it, to uproot the weeds. And in a way, we'll probably have that type of ailment in humanity for the long haul. So now we can walk along here. Remember, the water used to be up to about here. I didn't check the charts, but probably it's close to 1.5 meters down from the maximum level. An interesting thing to think about, isn't it? How to approach people with a positive mentality. With whom right now I have a poor relationship because of stereotype thinking. A certain family, oh, they're from that family. That family behaves that way. Maybe we should not do too much more today, just leave it like that. Because that's a very big point in relationships in our world. I remember the impact it had on a bunch of people I was greeting on the trip to the vacations. And the vacations, this European priest greets Muslims with an Arabic greeting. It kind of upsets stereotypes, both for the Arab people and for the Europeans. In villages especially, where environments are more contained, more boundaries are clearer. Your friends make known, O Lord, the glorious splendor of your kingdom. And there's an extraordinary glory and richness in the heart of every human being. It might be very hidden, it might be buried, it might be very underdeveloped. And this is from Psalm 145. Your friends make known, O Lord, the glorious splendor of your kingdom. To bring out the goodness that's in another person. This is the opposite of demonizing. I mentioned to you, it's like almost proverbial in our family about this elderly neighbor, and she would say, anybody can bring the bad out of people. It's very easy to get aggressive with people or to get them to react negatively. But it takes a good person to bring the good out of people. What a beautiful program for children, to bring the good out of siblings, to bring the good out of their grandparents, to bring the good. That's kind of easy one because the grandparents are always smiling at them. But to bring the good out of people as a program. Maybe that'll help us to overcome the stereotypes in the best way. Your friends make known, O Lord, the glorious splendor of the kingdom. Imagine pointing out the good qualities of a person that other people are thinking badly about. That's making known the glorious splendors of God's kingdom. He made each one of us in His image and likeness. Let's leave it like that for today, people. God bless you. See you later, alligators.